Hey everyone, this is Jairo Morales from The Grind Fitness and welcome to my channel. On this channel, you're going to learn how to take care of your body while we do this wonderful sport called Jiu-Jitsu. Everything from joint strength training classes to mobility classes, as well as yoga and many other professionals to teach you what is the best path for you and your Jiu-Jitsu journey. If you haven't already, please do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell. You know what to do. Share this with somebody if you think this might help the community to be able to take care of their body for their journey on Jiu-Jitsu. Oos, guys. Hope to see you on the mat.
Welcome. My name is Tanya, and welcome to another class provided by Wellness for Jiu-Jitsu, where we learn how to take care of our bodies while we do this sport, Jiu-Jitsu, that we love so much. Today we're going to go through just a short practice of yin yoga for hips and shoulders. I like to do this because sometimes I don't have a whole lot of time, but I know there's certain parts of the body that just need to be addressed, especially after a good class, a good roll. But before we get started, if you haven't already done so, please subscribe or give this a share. Let's get started. We're going to go ahead and get started in turtle's pose. So I want you to think about, you can double up your mat to give your knees a little extra cushion. You're going to take your knees a little wider. We're going to stay in each pose for about a minute or so, just really trying to relax the body. That's why, sometimes it's good just to have a few poses that you really focus on instead of trying to just put together, maybe a long class. Maybe you've got just a few minutes and you're like, shoulders need it, hips are tight. If you want to add that extra shoulder stretch, you can bend your elbows here and then bring your hands together behind your head. We're going to stay here just for a few more breaths. Good. Let's gently release the arms. And then from here, you're just going to windshield wipe those feet over to the right. Okay? And then you're just going to sit back into the hip and stretch here for a few breaths. And then come back to center and windshield wipe to the other side. Good, and let's come back to center. Back to turtle's pose. Good, let's roll it up to hands and knees. So just kind of warm up the joints from here. Let's just do a little circle to whatever direction you want to start with. Remember, this is I think it's best for after a good workout, you're warmed up. So you're going to be able to just kind of hang out in certain stretches and get more of a benefit other direction if you haven't already. Good. Come back to center. Good. From here, you're going to just kick your right leg out to the side. And we're going to tuck that left shoulder under. And you can just hold from here. We're going to be reaching for the right leg. But if your neck is sensitive, you can just keep your right hand here posted just to help your neck. Or if you feel fine, you can, take this hand, either Kimura yourself or stretch it over for that arm bar. And stay here about a minute. And like I said, a lot of times, I know we don't have time to stretch supposedly, but, if we just take 10 minutes and find a few of our favorite stretches and just kind of focus and hold, use the breath, we'll be way more effective than not stretching or trying to get to those long classes. A few minutes a day does so much. Just focus on breathing. A few more breaths wherever you're at. Start to bring that right arm back. Unwind. You're going to bring that right leg forward now. And then you're going to hold the stretch here. If you want to hold, just have him be on your hands, or you want to bring it down to the forearms. Just making it, a deeper stretch. Holding this for about 1 minute. Breathe. Just trying to let the stretch happen, not forcing it. And like I said, the best time to do these, and especially hold them, is after a good roll, a good class, a good workout. Just a few more breaths. Good. When you're ready, let's come up. Bring it back. We're going to move into down dog just for a nice stretch. Tuck those toes under. Keep your knees bent. That way you can just work on stretching that spine for a moment. Good. Let's lower those knees back down. So we're going to go to the other side. So if we're here, you're going to take that left leg out, right? And then you're just going to tuck that right shoulder under. And you're reaching for the left leg. And remember, you can either tuck that arm behind or arm bar yourself, whatever feels best for you. Holding for 1 minute. Just breathe and relax. Just a few more breaths. Good. Just gently start to unwind. And then you're just bringing that left leg forward. And we're just going to hold that nice hip stretch here. Right? And we can stay here if you have a block, a blanket, or we're working our way down, right, to the forearms, whatever feels good. And just hold, breathe. Staying here for 1 minute. Like I said, this is the easiest practice, especially after a good roll, a good workout, a good class. You're warmed up and your body's just asking for a little more attention. I'm just holding the stretches and kind of just, instead of blowing through stretches, right? Holding the stretches. It's a nice practice of yin. Focusing on the breath. Just a few more. Good, let's bring it up. Let's move into that downward dog again. Nice little in-between stretch. And then from down dog, we'll move into our next stretch, okay? So remember, down dog is just bringing those hips back to over the heels. Opening the shoulders. You can always take your arms as wide as your mat. You're going to bring your right leg up. And I'll rotate my right knee a few times forward and a few times back. Warm up that hip. In case it got a little cooled down. And then rotate your ankle each direction a few times. You're going to shift your weight over your shoulders And then bring this leg forward. Slide the back leg. We'll stay upright for a few, and then we'll fold for a few. Just focus on breathing, relaxing into the stretch. You can breathe in and out through the nose, calming the breath down. Relax the shoulders. When you feel ready, let's just fold. Really just allowing the body to ease and just a deeper stretch into this hip. Just a few more breaths. If you want to add a different stretch, you can take your left arm, so it's the opposite knee that's out, and I'll kind of just roll onto that side, add a little shoulder stretch to it. Tuck my right arm behind if that feels okay. Good, let's start to unwind. We're gonna push back up to downward dog. That means just bringing your leg back, bending the knees, keeping your hips back. I'll straighten my right leg, bend my left, stretch. Lift your left leg. Let's rotate that knee just a few times forward, a few times back. Good. Rotate the ankle a few times forward, a few times back. Shift your weight forward like you're doing a push-up, and then bring that knee forward and slide it back. Staying here for a few breaths before we fold. I think one of the most challenging things about the practice is just staying, trying to just embrace the suck, right? Just staying where it's uncomfortable, allowing those muscle nerves to relax, using the breath. Walk it forward. Remember, you can always tuck this right arm underneath, lay down, or just stay forward. Whatever feels right. Just try to relax. Just a few more breaths wherever you're at. Good. Let's go ahead and do a push-up up. Move that left leg back. Bend your knees. Wag. Just move your hips side to side. And let's come down to your knees. Good. One hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. Find your breath. Just breathe. Good. Nice, you guys. Remember, just a few minutes. You know, it doesn't have to always be this big extreme hour, just even 20 minutes. Thank you for participating in this Yoga for BJJ class provided by Wellness for Jiu-Jitsu. And if you want to take more of these classes only for BJJ, please use the discount code below to get a discount to save money on that monthly membership. If not, see you here soon on Wellness for Jiu-Jitsu channels. But in the meantime, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button or share this with someone you know who can benefit from our classes. Have a great day.